sucked. As soon as I got out to the table, it got busy. So I cannot complain. I'm going to set y'all down here for a second. We got busy. Matter of fact, so busy. Damn, I'm trying to find a spot where maybe that's better, where the sun's not beating me in the head. It's going to be in the 70s today. So people are out driving. I've already had to go in one time and restock a bunch of stuff. So there is that. It has been quite busy so far for me. And I've only been out here about an hour or so. And I think we did $135 in the first hour. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Hey, Rick. But the weather's just been horrendous here lately. Now, I know that's not, compared to everybody else's horrendous, I know my horrendous is not as bad. I know, I get it. But not being able to come out because it's raining and stuff like that, that's the, I just dipped off a screen and threw in a Zyn. It's just been bad. I can't sit at a table in the rain. I can't sit at a table in the cold. And all of those things have kind of been happening to us. But today, even yesterday was warmer. It was warmer, but it was, it was gray, like it was gonna rain, right? It didn't actually rain. The bees are actually getting it this morning. Let's see. I don't want to mess with them too much, but they are. Come on, phone. I know that looks probably crazy to y'all. You can't even tell. Too far away, but they are. They're flying. They're flying good today, so. Hey, you guys didn't know what to do. Bob wasn't outside. He wasn't bugging us. I'll tell you what. My wife the other night, she says, sounds like somebody shot at the house. I'm like, nah, I doubt they shot at the house. Even though stranger things have happened in South Carolina. But let me show you what did happen. What did happen is that tree right there broke off. It broke and fell down. I think that's what she heard, is the snapping of the tree. And luckily it fell out of the driveway and not in the driveway. But these damn vines, it's not kudzu, I think it's called English ivy. It will grow on a tree like that and just choke it out. And you can't do anything about it. It just chokes it out, and then it finally just dies. And then you cut back all the vines, because you can see down here the vines have been cut, but they just grow back and keep going. Same thing happens on my house on the other side. I trim that all down to nothing, and every year the ivy grows back. Hey, DC. But yeah, man, it feels good to get out here today. My wife was a little bit mad. Not real mad, but she was like, I'm off today. I'm like, yep, and I'm selling honey. So, just is what it is. You got to get out here when you can. I sold, one lady bought $95 worth of stuff, and it was only $95 worth of stuff, and she bought a jar of honey to send to somebody. Everything else was creamed honeys, barbecue sauce, hot honey. She bought out my hot honey, so I had to go put some more in the warmer, because I only keep a few of those out at a time. But yeah, I don't know if vinegar and sea salt would kill it, but it sure don't seem like it kills it. Anything else does. It just grows and grows and grows. And I really need, that's not even technically on my property, that tree, but it's hanging over my property, and it's gonna fall down, and it'll fall right across the driveway and make a big mess. And that's just what'll happen. Then I'll be out here with the chainsaw cutting it up when it does. Let's see what else. See if I can get over here and not get stung today. Of course, it wouldn't be a live stream. Would not be a live stream if Bob didn't get stung. Yeah, the bees are working it. They are working it today, and they are not worried about old Bob at the moment. About half of my splits I made the other day did not make it. I split back to one with queen cell. Believe it or not, I made a mistake. I know that's hard to believe. I made a mistake, and I went to check for queen cells in one of my colonies, or in one of my splits the other day, and there was a queen in there. So I somehow grabbed the queen out of the mother hive. So when I went back through then I had to find where the queen was missing. So I found the one that had the cells in it, and then I split some cells out. So hopefully, you know, it's got a big population. Hopefully it does well as far as getting everything up and going. But yeah, I just taking a little break. Tell you one thing that happened to me yesterday. I know it doesn't look like it now, but everybody knows my spoon jar. Well, I used to have a spoon jar and a jar for honey dippers. However, my spoon jar, that is the honey dipper jar, by the way. The spoon jar was in my truck, and I went to Walmart yesterday, and I popped my door open, and it went right on the ground in the Walmart parking lot. So, wasted a bunch of spoons, lost my jar. So I just moved the spoons to the nice looking jar, and honey dippers over there for now until I get something better. But yeah, beautiful day, going to be in the 70s. Hey, Brad, can you see that? Can you see that, Brad? Short pants. Short pants, Brad. I got the short pants on. Assuming Brad's here. Let me see. I'm fearing. Yeah, I've got to get out to Lexington. I can't do it today, obviously, because I have to sell honey today. It's first of the month. I need money. I need cash, y'all. I got to get cash. So we got to get out here and sell today. Probably on a little bit less desirable of a day. Maybe a little bit cooler or not a weekend. I will drive out to Lexington this week and check those colonies. I saw Zach posted up some photos of them. They look like they all had bees going in and out of them, so that means they're alive at least. We have given them a little bit of feed over the winter and right in the top hive feeders, right? So that's good for them. Yeah, we did get hit hard by the freeze. Are you talking about me or talking about somebody else? I just caught that chat. Yeah, I'm sure Phil was cold. Below zero. Wow. Yeah, if we get into, we only got in the 20s, like high 20s, 28 in that area here. Oh, I don't know if I finished telling you the story about the queen. So what I did, since I had a queen and some bees and some brood, I went ahead and split that, which is kind of weird. Let me show you. Hold on, we got to go back to last week. All right, flip you around here. All right, so last week, you see the single deep right there next to the stack, right? right there, single deep. That was a Lyson double, and I made a split into the Lyson next to it. I put the original colony in a 10 frame because there was like 8 frames, and I split to the Lyson poly right there. Well, when I split the queen out, the Lyson poly that was over there, that yellow one right there, that's the one that's got a queen in it. The one with the pink box on the top on the end over here, that's the one that's queenless. So they have queen cells. I went back and knocked down the old ones and left the newest ones in there. And yellow one's got a queen, so it'll be a nuke here before long, and I'll give it a 10 frame. And the one on the end that I had to add a box because there was just so many bees in there. So yeah, they're doing quite well. You notice those are now triples over there, and that's a triple, and that's a box and a half. That one's a little bit small on the end, but definitely better. Hey Mark, good to see you. Who am I missing in here? Mike. Hey Mike. Oop, playing flipperoo with camera, sorry. But yeah, we're doing a few things. So I need to, one day this week, I will go to the out yard. Maybe tomorrow. No, Amy's off tomorrow, so maybe not tomorrow. But maybe Tuesday, if it's nice. Swarm lure has started to pick up on Amazon and on my website, so that's starting to go. I bottled up a bunch last night, a couple hundred bottles, so should be good for that for a little while. And yeah, things are looking lovely so far today. You getting ready to extract some? I could have extracted this last weekend. Part of the reason those 3 deeps that are on some of those colonies, that's because they have honey in them, and I wanted to make sure those guys had enough to make it. And if they don't need it, they'll just protect it because there's plenty of bee colony in there, or bee population. But at any rate, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll be out